Hey guys, I just want to go over some of the reasons why I bought the Chrysler 300 as a replacement for my Acura TL. Now, I haven't read many of the comments that are on the video that I posted recently, but judging by the like to dislike ratio, I can basically assume that most of them are pretty bad. So, I can understand why you guys are angry or just annoyed that I picked the Chrysler 300 versus another Acura or another Japanese sedan. I totally understand that. However, one of my lifelong dreams was to work in the automotive industry as an engineer. And I believe that it's just really important for me to support the company that made my dreams come true. And I know a lot of you really wanted me to buy something that has a really great reliability reputation, such as like a Japanese luxury sedan, Lexus, Infiniti, Acura, and I understand that. However, at the same time, I know that having a Chrysler 300 is pretty much, against that almost altogether. It's an American luxury sedan, totally different proportions than the Acura TL, longitudinal engine, rear drive setup, big, long, bulbous sedan, so to say. But here's the thing, it drives really, really well. This car was well taken care of. It's had its maintenance done like just perfectly. Oil changes every month and a half because the owner would drive about 3,500 miles a month. Service at dealerships its whole life, pretty much driven all highway miles, mainly because who drives 3,500 miles every month and registers the car in Ohio but lives in Tennessee, services at dealerships all the time, and you can see on the mileage that the person is driving in between those two cities on the Carfax and getting the car serviced at dealerships in those two cities. So I know that the car was well taken care of. It shows almost no signs of wear on the interior, exterior. I got the car for just over $14,000, and that is a lot less than I think a lot of you might expect this car to be, considering this car was about $42,000 when it was new. In addition, I know I saw one comment on there about what I got for the trade-in value on my Acura TL. So, basically, that car I was trying to price at about $6,000 is what I was aiming for, but it's really a pain to sell your car yourself, and I understand that quite a bit. So basically I saw that a trade-in value of $4,000 from the dealership that I bought this Chrysler 300 at, and I realized that even buyers that were looking at my car were not really going to offer more than $4,800 for it, considering the air conditioning didn't work. The summer tires had about 4/32 of tread left, so they only had the snow tires available. There's some rust on the car. There's a patch job from a dent that was on the rear quarter panel. So considering all of those things, and that the car had 178,000 miles when I turned it in, $4,000 was a pretty good trade-in value that I saw from a dealership without the hassle of trying to sell the car, and I might have only gotten $800 more for it. And considering that the car here was under $15,000 for a superbly kept Chrysler 300 of 2013, I have confidence that this car will be very reliable, at least in the short term, which is most likely the most important time period for me, at least, before I start my job in the spring. The car still has a 2-year 13,000 mile warranty on the powertrain for the transmission, the drive axle seals, like pretty much anything that makes the car go, the engine. So that's basically going to cover and make sure that this car continues to go forward and work the way it really should. So let's go for a little drive. I'll put the camera in the headrest here and we can just talk about it just a little bit more. And I also want to do a cold start in the engine because the exhaust sound in this car sounds really nice. Alright guys, so here I am driving the Chrysler 300S 2013 with all-wheel drive. So another thing, I think a lot of you on there, I know with all the negative responses on my previous video, I fully understand where you guys are coming from. I was really dedicated to the Acura brand, and I know you guys are a great loyal fan base in terms of the Acura products that I reviewed, and as well as the Acura TL that I've owned. So, I do understand where you guys are coming from, and going forward, I plan to make Acura videos and still do the reviews that I currently do on a broad range of models across the industry. But at the same time, it was just important for me to get a car that represents probably what my dream is all about, and that was to be an engineer in the automotive industry. And that was really the deciding factor for me. And I know that I was giving up quite a bit by by leaving the Acura brand and the reliable reputation that the car has. But I know that I was gaining more by representing the company that made my dream come true. And I know that a lot of you would probably be in the same, would do the same thing if you guys are in my situation as well. It's like if you have a dream to work at, let's say, an automotive company, and you guys, let's say you get hired at Nissan Infiniti. You guys would probably buy a Nissan or Infiniti because, well, it aligns with the company values. You like the car. And that's kind of the same exact scenario that I was in. And I needed to purchase a car that was with the company that I'm going to be representing. And I don't believe this car is going to be as unreliable as many of you think it might be. I've had the Volkswagen Passat that my mom has for a number of years now, and that car has had a poor reputation for reliability too. But in fact, it's actually been more reliable than my dad's Infiniti. It's had far less repairs, to be honest. And that Passat now has 124,000 miles. So if you guys have any more questions about this car or about where this channel is headed, please let me know in the comments section below. I look forward to reading the comments that are on this video, as I didn't read many from the previous video, because I understand your guys' frustration with having me chosen this car versus another Acura or another Infiniti product. In addition, I did have a little bit of a slip up in my words in that previous video where I said I dropped the cash, so to say, on this car, when in fact I did finance it. So I did not pay in full for it right away, so it is financed. So it is me. I am paying the full price of this car myself. I am taking the responsibility to do that. And I need to do kind of what's best for me, and I really appreciate you guys watching all my videos. I look forward to making more videos on Acuras, Infinitis, tons of other vehicles that you guys are interested in, as well as other models that are across the range from other companies. So if you guys have any more questions, just leave them in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching and for your support of this channel. You guys will see many more videos of this car to come. Thank you very much. Bye.